State Champs Game Time Live is presented by Lawrence Technological University. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by the Michigan Elite Volleyball Academy, the Michigan Army National Guard, and the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
And welcome into the O-Arena on the campus of Oakland University, where tonight Game Time Live is coming at you with the Cardinal Division Championship of the CHSL Volleyball. Along with former Golden Grizzly volleyball player Patty Cesarini, my name is Sean Belegian. Patty, let's get right to it. Lutheran North earned their way here, a very tough 5-set match win over Divine Child.
Yeah, and the crazy part is that they hit 0-86 in that 5-set thriller, but still found a way to win. They did it with their serve receive, and they did it with their defense, and I'm excited to see what this offense can really do here tonight.
And it's going to be quite the test today. Orchard Lake St. Mary's has been rolling. A lot to like about this squad.
Yeah, definitely. And Avery Capeller is the one that you're going to want to look out for. She's committed to Georgetown. She leads this team. They were down in that third set, but she was the one who went kill after kill after kill to bring them back and send them to the championship. It's going to be a good match.
Don't you go anywhere. We'll have it for you right here on Game Time Live on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
And welcome into the arena here on the campus of Oakland University, where we've got a double header for you here today. The first one featuring the Mustangs from Lutheran North taking on the Eaglets from St. Mary's. Well, this may be the place that Greg Campy started to build. He's been here for, I think, 113 years. But let's be honest, Patty Cesarini perfected this building.
I don't know about that, Sean, but I definitely had a lot of fun in 4 years playing here, that's for sure.
In case people were not aware of this, of course, Greg Campy and the Golden Grizzly basketball program, a heck of a lot of success here. Who can forget that victory over Kentucky a couple of years ago? And not to be undone, our own Patty Cesarini had a blast here as a member of the Golden Grizzly volleyball team.
I did, and it went by pretty fast. You know, they always joke around and say that, you know, you're going to blink and it's going to be done. but they really weren't kidding, and I certainly miss it, being back in this gym on the blacktop and being able to call the game a high school game. It's a pretty unique experience, and I'm loving it so far.
Pretty good game here today as you take a look at the Eaglets as they get ready for this. The Eaglets in the white jerseys with the red numbers and the little red, I guess you could say, tinge on the arms, if you will. Lutheran Northwest, the Mustangs, in the all-black uniforms with those yellow numbers as well. And look, Patty, this is what it's all about. The CHSL Championship. This is something that every one of these ladies have been thinking about. Take us into the mind of a volleyball player right now. You've been in moments like this. What's going through? We were just joking, the couple minutes before a broadcast, we're like, chop, chop, let's go, let's go. It's a much different mentality. What's going through the mind of these players right now? Honestly,
At least I can speak for myself. When I was in warm-ups, I'm like, okay, let's get through warm-ups. Let's start the game, because the warm-ups are where you really get the jitters out. A lot of teams, they like to say, we want to win the warm-ups. And in my opinion, it's, yeah, you want to show what you've got, but at the end of the day, just work out what you need to, and then you're just itching to get going here. I mean, this is, again, everything that you've worked for, now playing for a championship. It feels a little strange because you've got more games to come after this before you start heading to state and talking about playoffs and all that stuff, but this is definitely stop number one, and it's exciting, and I'm excited for them to be playing in an environment like this because not all high school athletes get to play in a Division I college gym, and for them to be able to do it, I would have to imagine they've got a little extra twinge of some nervousness. I know I definitely would.
What a great facility this is. There's no doubt about that. You're well aware of that. And Patty, I cannot agree with you more. You see it all the time, not just in volleyball, but other sports. When you go into the barn, if you will, of a D1 program and a situation where so many darn good players have come through something like this, it's like that old scene from Hoosiers. Ask your mom and dad about it. Okay?
I've watched that movie.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I don't feel that
on.
old.
No,
Yes,
that's a classic.
No, you know what? Hey, it's the same court. It's the same court. There's nothing different.
Pull out the tape measure.
Exactly. There's nothing different about that, right?
Nope, there definitely isn't. But this is going to be a whole lot of fun. Both these teams are really good, and I think the unique thing is that Orchard Lake St. Mary's, this is their 5th season as a program. So this is a new and upcoming volleyball program, and they're killing it, and I love to see that for them.
Oh, that's a great shot down there. There's the return to the kid cam. Some of the young ladies having fun before we start this match. Just about to get underway. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you may be. I always say this. Thanks for inviting us into your living rooms, your iPads, your tablets, your telephones, putting it on your television, whatever the case may be. It's a pleasure to be able to bring these games to you. She is Patty Cesarini. I am Sean Belegian. We've got the best crew in the business working with us. It is indeed a pleasure to work with these fellas and ladies as well. Maria in the house tonight as well. It is a pleasure to work with this crew each and every week. Consummate professionals.
That's no doubt.
And I want to remind our buddy Grant Perry, he owes us a bunch of pizzas.
Can't forget about that.
Here we go. Getting ready to fire this one up. Always a cool thing to see them do that before a match, right?
I think for a lot of people, especially now that volleyball is becoming such an up-and-coming sport and everyone's really getting into it, all of the different nuances, everyone's like, what is that? Why do you guys do that? Why after every player are you cheering? Why are we shaking hands like that before games? I don't have an answer. It's just how volleyball's done.
I think it makes sense because, let's get the pleasantries out of the way because in a couple minutes I don't like you.
No.
And I'm really hoping to spike it on you. I am. And put you about 5 feet into the ground at the same time. This should be a dandy, though. So glad you can join us. We are just a few minutes away. We've got a doubleheader here today. Don't forget as well, coming up later on, Marion and Mercy getting underway as well. So in just a moment, we'll have the start of this one. What are you looking for in this one?
What I'm looking for is, I think we're about to get to the national anthem.
Why don't
here.
we pause for our national anthem? As important as your thoughts are, we might want to pause for the national anthem first, okay?
In an effort to place our competition in proper perspective and as a sign of the unity we share under one Creator, let's join together in praying the Lord's Prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Now, please remain standing as we honor our country, our veterans, and all active duty military personnel with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, they're proving they're friends one more time, Patty. See? In just a minute, they're not going to be friends, though. We need to point that out, though. No, such a great tradition. Such a great tradition in the Catholic League, to be sure. Patty, now, what are you looking for in this one?
Well, for Lutheran North, they've got to do a better job hitting. 086 isn't going to cut it in a championship match. So I'm looking for them to bounce back off of those 31 hitting errors in a 5-set match. And then for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, I'm really looking for their middles to take control of this game. You know, this team likes to say that their middles control the game. All right, let's put your money where your mouth is. Let's see what your middles could do, because then it's only going to help out your outside Avery Capeller and allow her to hit at a much more successful clip, because you're drawing in the block when your middles attack. So then when you dish it out to your pin hitters, they've got more openings and more space to work with out there.
Having a lot of fun here, no doubt about that. That's the way it should be. A lot of friends and family in the crowd as well. Love to see that. And now it's Lutheran North's turn to get fired up and get everybody ready for this one. We are about to get this one started. Once again, so glad you could join us wherever you may be. Dabish to serve this. And here we go. Trying to set it up at the net. Nice stop there. Trying to get something going and spike her down. No. Set back up in the air. Nice job keeping it up there to start this one, Patty.
Defense is where it's at.
Over the net. Another opportunity here. Trying to set that up. That is out of bounds.
It was the right idea running Bearing on a slide, again, especially when you're running a 5-1 and you only have 2 hitters that are up. Spread them out along the net, so then it opens things up again for your hitters.
This one a little too far. Nice job at the net just to get those hands up there. 2 straight by Orchard Lake to start this out, Patty.
And that was Gibbs just taking advantage of the overpass. She's a 4-year varsity kid. She's actually battling through some injuries right now, has a couple of shin splints that she's working through, but she's out here.
Battle at the net again, knocked away. Good save there, however, by the Mustangs. Now it's Orchard Lake's turn to try to set things up. That one saved again. Some defense early on, as you said, Patty. That one off the mark. Point. Mustangs 2-1 OLSM up early.
Great job by Meyer just going up, using the block. That's going to be huge. If whoever can really use their opponent's block, really get into tooling it, is going to be very successful. And Meyer, she's their most efficient hitter, so I expect nothing less from her.
2-1, St. Mary's on top. Boy, big dig there to save that one out, Patty. And that one just spiked down. Too much power that time.
That was a great dig from Sammy Van Steenkestie. But then I love how on the flip side that Schwegman, she goes pin to pin. First she goes to Capeller, then she reverses the flow to their right side, and she takes it down the line and gets the ball back for them.
3-1, Orchard Lake St. Mary's on top in this one. That one up against the net. Point for the Eaglets.
That's going to be a situation where you just want to manage the ball. It wasn't the most ideal of sets. You're pulled off the net for Miriam Van Steenkestie. You just want to put that one over. And another ace.
That one an ace. There you go. Boy, what a great start for the Eaglets, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And it starts from the service line. They're really taking Lutheran North out of system.
Let's see if North can get a little something going here. Play at the net just to tap up. Good stop there, save as it were. Opportunity over the net. Eaglets controlling it again, trying to slam that down. There's a save, comes back to the net. Up and over. Nice volley like the first point of the game. Just a little tap there, can't get it done. Mustangs on it now. That's Orchard Lake point.
Eaglets.
Boy, they're off to a great start, aren't they, Patty?
They are, and it's the defensive effort from both sides right now is really shining. It's a game of hot potato in a way that just don't let the ball hit the floor.
Mustangs looking to get something going. Eaglets been so strong at the net. Another opportunity there, trying to bash it the other way. Just a little tip. Good dig to save that. Another play, out. It starts with one. Mustangs had to get something going that way. I believe that was, 4 straight for the Eaglets?
Yeah, and it was all about just putting the ball across the net in a tough situation, especially when you're not in ideal situations. Just put the ball in a tough spot for St. Mary's to defend.
Now it's Orchard Lake on the defense. Nice dig there to set it up at the net. Block and point for Orchard Lake.
Nice double block from Surwick and Capeller. They were able to read the situation, and with 3 hitters up at the net, that's not the easiest thing for your outside to come in and help block in the middle, but goes to show that the discipline that this St. Mary's team has.
Yeah, definitely Avery Capeller, one of the players there. A junior, she's already 6'2".
Yeah.
6'2". 7-2 Orchard Lake. Spike opportunity there. And that's a point for the Eaglets, and they go back up 8-2, Patty.
Well, in that time, Bering was there on the block. It was just her finish. Her hands weren't pressed and over the net. If they were, it would have been a different story, but in this case, Capeller's able to tool a block.
So here's a serve back to Orchard Lake. Trying to set that up at the line. Good block at the net, and it's all Eaglets right now.
And I said it earlier too, but it's so important, and they force Lutheran North to take a timeout here. But what you do on the service line literally starts it all for you. They are forcing Lutheran North to play really out-of-system volleyball. You notice that their setter isn't able to get her hands on a lot of balls. A lot of things are coming from the platforms, and what it's doing is taking them out of system. You can't get into a rhythm, and St. Mary's is taking advantage of that.
I am so glad we have a former D1 athlete here. I'm going to leave it at that. What a blessing for this broadcast. Hey, at Lawrence Technological University, your vision of competing in scholarship-level college athletics can be your reality. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while studying for a world-class undergraduate degree. Scholarships are available at LTURecruitYourself.com. So glad you could join us. Patty Cesarini, former Golden Grizzly. My name is Sean Belegian. I did not play volleyball for the Grizz. She did. And I'm working, and I'm telling some people around here that we need to get Patty's jersey up in that rafter, okay?
I'd be happy with any volleyball player's jersey up there.
Nice tip there. That one a little too much mustard trying to get it out. Point goes the Eaglets' way.
Right idea. I love that Marion Van Stinkesty is being aggressive. Just got to get on top of the ball rather than the back of the ball.
Here's a serve here. Play at the net, trying to just chip her over, get something going. Nice set again, that one. Point. Eaglets again, just too much power on that far side of the net. We've seen them set that play up a bunch of times, Patty.
And that's why she's committed to go play at Georgetown. 6 rotation outside. She hits over, her jump and reach is over 10 feet.
Schwegman with another nice serve. Trying to make something happen at the net. Another block. Was that Surowick that got up and got that? I believe that's number 2, Michelle Surowick, that made that play at the net.
Mm-hmm. And they're doing a really good job of just getting there and closing the block. Lutheran North, they're going to have to get a little craftier here.
Schwegman, the junior, going to serve this. That one, too much mustard, and Mustangs will take that point. 12-2 Orchard Lake on top here. Cardinal Division CHSL Championship. So glad you could join us on the State Champs Network and Local 4+. Let's see if the Mustangs can get something going with the serve back in their favor, Patty. Nice dig there to keep that one alive. That was a nice serve, and again, a big play at the net. Boy, we've seen them do that time and time again, and once again, it's Avery Capeller making a play at the net.
And lucky for Lutheran North, now she's in the back row. This is where you're going to want to try and take advantage of as many rotations while she's back there.
Good dig there to keep that one alive. And again, powering it over the net. Point Eaglets. Makes it 14-3 now.
And they're making the game of volleyball look really simple. You see their defenders making very simple reads, giving their setter very nice balls out high in the middle of the net that they can work with.
That one, take it as you can get them. No doubt about that. Another ace, right? Once again, Avery Capeller, junior, 6'2", serves it away. Another one.
Back to back. For Lutheran North, at this point in the game, you just want to get underneath the volleyball. They're serving aggressive, St. Mary's is, so just pop something up that's high in the center of the court that can give Toby enough time to get her feet there and give her attackers a nice set.
Lily Lineberger checks in, immediately gets under one, sets it up at the line. Lineberger nearly put that down. Still in play for the Eaglets. Tip, good save. Blocked at the line. Can't keep it out.
Point, Eaglets.
I mean, this set has really been all the Eaglets. They're not giving Lutheran North anything to work with here.
And another ace.
Point, Eaglets.
As if on cue. Boy, Avery Capeller got back there, and Patty, you were right. I mean, you have that long frame, those long arms at the net, and yet here she is acing left a few here.
Left and right.
Trying to set that up for Capeller again. Stop at the line. Good stop there, hitting the court hard. Played at the net. Too much mustard on that. Point St. Mary's.
Point, Eaglets.
It was a good swing, right idea, trying to go high off the blocker's fingertips. And I like that the Mustangs are still trying to be aggressive despite the score right now. You have no other choice but to be aggressive.
Trying to set it up at the net. Once again, now it's the Eaglets' turn. Just a little tip, can't get it over. So let's see if the Mustangs can do it. Nice job playing it to the back. Capeller with the dive, but the Mustangs needed that. And now it's 19-4 here in this first set of the CHSL Volleyball Championships of the Cardinal Division.
And that's that crafty stuff that I'm talking about. That time Lineberger able to turn her wrist, thumb up, to take the ball down the line. It just pulls Capeller out of middle back, and she's not able to get there.
Hannah, the senior, serves it for the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to set something up at the net. But the Eaglets have had an answer for everything. There's a powerful shot right there. Just out of bounds, though. She had the right idea, just couldn't get it inside the line, Patty.
And now you're going to see the Mustangs are switching into a 6-2, so they'll have 3 attackers at all times on the net.
Boy, Patty, you sound like you almost played volleyball at a high level or something.
Maybe.
Your understanding of it, huh?
Actually, they're still in a 5-1. I lied.
We
Jinxed
appreciate you having you here, though. That one found a way in. How about that play?
And right now for the Mustangs, get as much momentum as you can. Chip, chip, chip away here. And see, as you can start to get into a rhythm, what you can really do. And like I said, I totally lied. They're still in a 5-1. They just switched their setters out. Martin is in for Toby.
There's that play again. That one on the line. That's point Eaglets.
That's also a really smart shot. Just taking the ball, doing a nice high dump right into that right back corner. Really hard to defend, especially with the way that the Eaglets have been attacking lately. Switching up their shots has been really effective.
Now it's Zoe Capeller with the serve.
Point, Mustangs.
She is 5'11". Avery Capeller, 6'2". So the Mustangs get the serve back and they get the point. 20-7 now. Eaglets on top. Mustangs, as you said, looking to just chip away. They're going to do it that way. That's a big point there by the Eaglets.
Great swing from Gibbs, able to just get up, elevate, and then turn her body and face all the way towards zone 1. That's a really hard shot for a middle to do because they have to get up, elevate, and then, again, contort their body to face zone 1.
Senior Ava Merlo serves this up. Play at the net, just a little tip. Nice job there. Sometimes finesse it a little bit, right? You don't have to be a man, testosterone. No, sometimes just a little play like that gets the point, Patty.
When you put it in between two defenders, then you start chipping away at their communication skills. Can they communicate through the switches, or whose ball is that? Who's going to take it? And right there, it looked like there might have been a little bit of some miscommunication. An uncharacteristic dig from Zoe Capeller.
Dobish with the serve here. There's an ace. Couldn't do much with that. Eaglets up 23-8. Dobish will try it again. She's a junior as well. A lot of juniors on this team, Patty, as you look at this roster.
They're very young, yes. So imagine what they're going to be able to do next year when they're all seniors and they have another year under their belt.
Dobish, another nice serve. Good dig there to keep that one alive. That one tipped over, kept alive though. Mustangs with a shot, set up in the air. There's that far side again. That's going to be point Eaglets, and of course, we've got set point here, 24-8. St. Mary's on top of Lutheran North.
Gisela Hanna in the right spot to dig that ball. It was just more so being under control with it and expecting the ball to come to you. She could have taken that with her hands too and given her team another chance.
Dobish, the Eaglets looking to put this first one away. Not going to do it there. Good power move. Lily Meyer, the senior, said we're not going quietly there.
And sometimes you'll get a little lucky trying to power through the block as well, and those are things you need to pick up on as the match continues, is how can you continue to use your opponent's block.
So another opportunity here for the Eaglets. I haven't seen a call yet. Now there's the call. Points Eaglets. And they take this first one, set one, by a score of 25-9. Don't you go anywhere more.
Vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Welcome back into the arena. Patty, as you well know, because you've been a part of some of our Game Time Live hockey broadcasts, we love to talk hockey at state champs, and the Orchard Lake St. Mary's hockey team won their first state title since 2008 this past March, shutting out Cranbrook 3-0 in the Division III final. Head coach Brian Clanow and his Eaglets are all kinds of fired up and ready to go as they look to repeat as state champions this season. You were down in Trenton with us. A wonderful time down there at the showcase in Trenton.
I was, and I just happened to remember that the drive there, it was like ice rain. Am I wrong? Am I
you
right?
Are not wrong.
I think that was brutal.
We it's always the same time of year, the last week of January or first week of February, and there's a rule that there has to be an ice storm or a snowstorm. There's a rule.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, especially, they know. Well, we know, Sean, you're driving from Narnia, so we're going to make the weather as bad as we can. All right, second match underway. And it starts the way the last one ended, with a point for the Eaglets. That was Jillian Gibbs, the senior, making a play to give the Eaglets the early 1-0 lead.
And it all started with the pass from Capeller. Nice 4-point pass, and they're able to run Gibbs behind on the slide.
They'll take that right back, though. The Mustangs get the serve back and the point. We're all tied up at 1. This is set 2. Orchard Lake St. Mary's won the first one. That one out.
Point, Eaglets.
Letting the emotions take control there perhaps a little bit. She was all fired up after the point, and I'm sure she'd love to have that one back.
I probably would too, especially with the way that the first set went.
2-1, St. Mary's on top. Another big play, and who else? Boy, she has been awesome. Avery Capeller, the junior, 6'2".
I mean, plain and simple, the Mustangs have to find a way to at least slow her down.
Discussion at the net, Patty?
They're out of rotation.
Okay.
The way that you have to line up on a court, especially in certain rotations, is very tricky. Can't have any overlaps, and it looked like that was the case.
Orchard Lake out to a 4-1 lead. Trying to get something going. Nice dig. Just couldn't get it high enough. The Mustangs will take that point. And they'll take the serve back with Orchard Lake up 4-2 here in set number 2 of this CHSL Cardinal Division Championship. Katie Newmeyer set to serve this one away. This one coming to the net once again. Big power move at the net. That was Jillian Jackson that time, the junior. Boy, you got 5'10", 5'10", 5'11", 6'2", 5'11", 5'10", 5'10", 5'10", and a couple of 6-footers on this Eaglets team, Patty.
And you know what's funny when you mention that? Look at the height of their libero, Zoe Capeller. She's 5'11". That's unheard of for a libero.
Gracious. Hey, there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials. Every year, over 1,000 new game officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, and so much more. Log on to MHSAA.com for more info. Patty, I'm glad you're with us, but I could see you going down at the net and doing a little bit. I could see that.
About a year and a half removed. I still play occasionally, though.
Do you really?
I have to, yeah.
Good for you.
I mean, I've been playing since I was 11 years old.
Now,
Can't ever shake it.
The spring and summer months, do you like to get out and do the beach stuff as well?
So I actually don't enjoy beach because I don't enjoy sweating and then getting sand all over me, but grass is really big, and I enjoy playing a lot of grass volleyball.
Too cool. St. Mary's serves. Mustangs, good. Set there. Up to the net. You know they like to go there. That one a little too hard that time. You know, we saw it early on. That's what they tried to do. They tried to get it to that far side, get it over to Avery Capeller. That time it didn't work itself out.
That time just a little long, but still a great shot. Going cross court deep into zone 5. That's a hard ball to defend. She just needs to get on top of it a little bit more.
To the net. Slam opportunity. And they get that point. And the serve back as well. So it'll be Capeller, 6'2", Avery Capeller. You know, as you get older, you shrink. Trust me when I say that. You do. At one point in time, I was 6'1". I think I'm 5'7" now.
Oh, stop.
6'2" is incredible. And that one too far.
Point, Eaglets.
Not quite 5'7", maybe 5'8".
I was going to say 5'7", maybe pushing it, Sean.
Boy, she's a good-looking player. What a bright future ahead of her, huh, Patty?
Absolutely.
Some of these girls, as you mentioned, they're going to continue their career, and you love to see that. Trying to set that up at the line. Yes, nice job there.
Starting to see a little bit more movement from the Mustangs offense. In that time, Garner was able to go behind the setter, just give St. Mary's some sort of different look, in that time for for Capeller, her platform just a little too far outside of her body.
Leighton Garner, a 6'2" junior as well. Look at the spin on that serve. That one, nice job. Place it just inside the line. And Patty, as you said, the Mustangs seem to have found something, and they've crept back in this one.
Oh, and it was a great heads-up play from Burnham right there. Those quick little 1-2. She's got her eyes on the court at all times, and she noticed that was going to be a weakness and that was going to be a spot that's open. Just shoot it right back over, especially when you've got players that are on the ground kind of in a scramble mode. You can cause more chaos, but on the other side of the net in those scramble opportunities, it's going to work out pretty well.
There's that serve again. Set up. Good block at the net. Capeller there. Going to try it again, other side. Up and out. Point. Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
That's one where I would have liked to see Hannah take the dig instead, and then you can still have Toby set right there. She took herself out of the equation completely. They would have had to play an out-of-system ball should someone be able to get to her dig. So trust your right-back defenders is what I'm saying.
Zoe Capeller serves this one. There's a play at the line. Good job saving it. Far side, knocking it over. Good job getting that just inside the line. A heck of an effort far side by number 1, Hannah. She just couldn't get it, though.
And great swing from Donovan, noticing that the line was open and she takes advantage of it. Maybe on a little bit of a paintbrush kill, too, where it just swipes the back of your fingertips.
Oh, I like that. I've never heard that term before.
Yeah, it's called the paintbrush kill.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's more common that you see it from middles just because the timing of their sets and stuff, it is very dependent on their setter. So half the time if the ball's a little bit too high and they go up to swing, you get a lot of backspin on it.
Play at the line, just a tip in, nicely done. Just finesse that just inside the line as that long frame of Avery Capeller tried to get there. She couldn't do it.
Mustangs are finding a lot of success in right back, just putting everything back to where the setter is right now.
Another serve, just too low. Oh, no. They're going to say that hit in. Nice ace there by Burnham, huh?
That's a great serve, too. The ones that look like they're floating out of bounds, but they just drop off, especially on that back line, killer.
9-8. Burnham with another serve here. Capeller to the net. Orchard Lake with a big point there. There was a little momentum and a little run going there by the Mustangs, and they're going to get the point and, of course, the serve back as well.
And I love that Donovan was aggressive on that swing. Did you see where that set came from? It came all the way from right back, like out of bounds almost, and she was still aggressive, had to wait for that ball to cross her shoulder, and she took a stab at it.
The call is point Eaglets. You know, it was funny, I got confused because the Mustangs were celebrating for just a second. I had to look to the far side to see what the official said. Merlo with the serve there. 11-8 Eaglets on top. Too much on that one. So the Mustangs get the serve back, and they trail 11-9 here in the second set. In case you're just joining us, Orchard Lake won the first set. Here in the CHSL Cardinal Division Championship. Just tipping it over the net too far, and that's another point. These Mustangs are scrappy, and they fought their way back in this one, Patty.
And they've started putting a lot of pressure on the Eaglets serve receive right now.
Another serve, good dig to keep that alive. Far side of the net, off the hand, and the Eaglets get a big point back there. Good job by Alexis Donovan, one of the youngsters on that team. As a matter of fact, the only sophomore on that team, Patty.
And that's the spot that's going to be open, especially when you're in a rotational defense. So right now, the Mustangs are having their middle back defender shift down the line, so that zone 6 is going to be wide open.
That one too far. So they hand it right back, a 12-11 game. Boy, we got a dandy here in this second set. She's Patty Cesarini. I'm Sean Belegian. The best crew in the business. Meyer with the serve. And again, Patty, things going well right now for the Mustangs as they've tied this second set up.
They're figuring it out in their own time. That first set, I have a feeling it was just a fluke.
Meyer with the serve. Capeller, boy, big, strong hit there. Nothing you can do when she's got the time to bang that.
I really liked the positioning from Burnham. She was in the right spot to make the dig, but when that ball's coming so fast at your chest, sometimes, and we laugh about it all the time, you just got to get hit.
So 13-12. Block at the net. Orchard Lake Capeller again. Now the Mustangs trying to set it up themselves. Dig there. Set at the net. Block the other way. But out of bounds. Eaglets with another point. There she is again. Number 4, Avery Capeller. Just such a force at the net, Patty.
And the majority of her kills have just come from tooling the block. You're not seeing a whole lot that where she's pounding the ball at the 10-foot line. No, she's just being really smart.
Blazik with the serve. And again, a free point. They are just rolling right now. No doubt about that. Having a conversation over there. Trying to get the girls set up properly. You brought it up earlier, Patty.
It's tricky if you're leaving too early from certain positions. You're going to get called on that.
Mustangs, nice hit and save there. Capeller again. Mustangs now trying to get that point bounce, and they did. They keep fighting. That's Lily Meyer, the senior, showing some of that senior leadership. Making it a 15-13. And the Mustangs getting it back. Kate Newmeyer, the senior, set to serve this for Lutheran North. Nice ace there. That ball just seemed to drop, Patty.
Yeah, those are the dropper serves, and I can tell you those are the absolute worst ones to try and pass. It's all about being able to just read the shift in direction on the volleyball, and it is tough.
Another serve here as Mustangs looking to tie this up. Capeller takes care of business again. Boy, has she been a force here tonight.
And that time they even brought her in running more of a 32. So just changing her point of attack, and she's able to go with a nice hard-driven swing cross court.
16-14. Schwegman serves this one away. Played to the net. Fingertips on it, setting it back up. Far side Capeller, how many times have we seen that? Good save there. In the back, nice tip and good job there. I think everybody thought it was going far side to Capeller.
When you can mix your middles in, especially in transition, again, it's just going to help out your pin hitters, and I love that they decided to go back to the middle and the court awareness too. So just go with a tip over the block and then to shallow left back.
Boy, a lot of heat on that one, and that one is out. Point Eaglets. Schwegman to serve this one. The junior at 5'10", 18-14. St. Mary's on top. Played far side of the net. Schwegman with a save there. To the net. Tipped up. Another opportunity at the net. Good power there by Leighton Garner, the 6'2" junior, to power that over and get the point for the Mustangs.
It was all set up by some great defensive play. I love the way that Meyer's playing the back row right now. She's just putting up good, dependable, and nice and easy digs that are in the middle of the court that Toby is able to run their middles on.
Hannah, the senior, serves that away. Capeller again. Boy, good dig there. Can't save it, though.
Point, Eaglets.
Eaglets with the point. They're up 19-15. So now number 4, Avery Capeller, will sting. So we're up 1-0 here in this number 2 set. Getting it over. Good save by Capeller. To the net. Boy, good dig there. But unfortunately, Took that sideways bounce, Patty.
She almost had it in the right spot. Love the sprawl, the defensive effort. But at the end of the day, Surwick just getting it done. She's done a really good job carving outside of the Mustangs block.
Timeout on the court. Of course, in case you're just joining us, Orchard Lake St. Mary's won the first match. And here, first set, and here in set number 2, they have a 20-15 lead. Hey, Michigan Elite Volleyball Academy, presenting sponsor for the State Champs Volleyball Player of the Year Award, consistently develops players at the highest levels of amateur volleyball. For more info, please visit mielite.com. Also, you can cast your vote for the top 10 at statechampsnetwork.com. There you go. Take a look at the top 10 right there.
A lot of good athletes on there.
Well, we're going to see one of them in a little bit. Of course, Mercy and Marion coming up. That's game number 2 here tonight. Patty, you were telling me before the broadcast how good the game has got here in the great state of Michigan.
Look at that list. How many Power 4 commits were on there? And that's just the top 10.
Capeller with an ace there. 21-15 now. Boy, she had a strong night here tonight. Capeller serves again. Mustangs trying to get that serve back. Good job. She's had her moments here tonight. Lily Lineberger, the junior, with a play at the line, and she's going to get the serve back. 21-16. Play to that corner again. Nice spike down there. Nothing you can do about that, Patty.
No, that was a great swing from Donovan. Again, another out-of-system set, and I think that's been the difference maker in this set alone. Both teams have been playing a lot of out-of-system volleyball, but St. Mary's has really been the one to capitalize in those situations and take care of business.
Alexis Donovan, the sophomore, with a big point there. That one too far.
Point, Eaglets.
Eaglets get another point. 23-16 here in set 2. St. Mary's won set 1. They serve here up 23-16. Tip at the line, nice job. Just a little finesse hit inside the line right in front of that Orchard Lake bench.
And it didn't look like anyone on St. Mary's was expecting that to happen, but you have to expect the unexpected. But great job from the Mustangs to, again, just be able to key in on those open spots in the court, really taking advantage of the 4 corners.
23-17, Mustangs serve. Capeller on the line, she got it. Boy, that's another one of those, Patty. It looked like that was going well out of bounds, but it almost like a pitch, like a sinker. The ball just sunk.
That's what the topspin will do for you.
So match point here, 24-17. There's a set, just a little tip over. Mustangs no problem with that as they try to counter off the net, and that's going to do it. Eaglets take the second set, 25-17. We'll take a timeout here from Oakland University Arena on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, It's just practice.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
And welcome back into the arena along with Patty Cesarini, who's like the mayor around here. She's kissing babies. She's signing autographs. My name is Sean Belegian. Hey, Macomb Lutheran North knows exactly what it takes to be champions. In 2022, the Mustangs captured the Division III Girls Golf State title at Michigan State University, led by standout Lauren Timp, who went on to earn Miss Golf honors in 2023. Now teeing it up at Purdue, Timp helped cement Lutheran North's place as one of the top golf programs in Division III. Pretty cool there, huh?
That's one sport I wish I could play.
You and me both.
I'm god-awful.
You know what the problem is? I get too frustrated. I don't like to put myself in those positions.
Me too. I always joke, I don't like to do things that I'm not good at.
Yes, I'm with you. My buddies are like, can't you just calm down and have a fun afternoon?
No,
I can't calm down and just have a fun afternoon.
I'm too competitive with you and then also myself. So
thank you very much.
I don't need anyone to watch me fail at something. So
nope.
No.
I am so with you. I would rather do about 538 million different things than frustrate myself for 18 holes of golf. I love the game.
I can watch it, yeah.
Nope, don't like to do it.
No patience for it.
Yeah, that serve goes into the net. Mustangs take an early 1-0 lead. St. Mary's up 2-0 here in this third set of the game, but the Mustangs with the lead. And they're going to serve this one away. Grace Tobey, nice serve there. Nothing to be done with that, Patty. Another one of those serves that just dipped a little bit for the ace.
Great spot for Tobey, and I like to see that the Mustangs are getting off to a hot start, really jumping on the Eaglets right now.
Eaglets trying to respond. Capeller hits that in the back. Trying to set this up at the net now. Nice block at the net, though. Boy, good job. I think that was Gibbs that got up there and got that. Indeed, it was number 15, the senior, Jillian Gibbs, and she'll go back to serve now. 2-1, Mustangs on top. Block at the net, getting those big bodies up. Nothing you can do about that at that battle at the net.
No, their hands were solid pressed over the net, but what would help them out, what would help Bearing out, is if she was pulled off the net just a little bit. Too tight of a set for her.
To set it up, take it outside. Nice save by Capella there, kind of a second reaction. Play at the net. Nice power right there by number 5, Lily Myers. She's had some good moments tonight, Patty, for the Mustangs.
And she's one where if she gets into a jam, again, she's a really efficient hitter. She can use the block to get out of it, and that's what you just saw.
Mustangs have a 3-2 lead. That one out. Mustangs with another point as they now have a 4-2 lead. Staying alive here in this third set.
Surowick just got a little too far underneath the volleyball.
Capeller again. Boy, you give her time and space, you're going to see her do that.
And again, they're just moving her around in the front row. They're not only just shooting her goes, saying, all right, pin, pin, pin. No, they're pulling her in on 5s, on 32s, and she can really use it to her advantage.
Schweigman serving this one away with the Mustangs up 4-3. Setting it up. You know they like to go to Capeller there. Good dig to set this up at the net. Blocked away. But point goes to Orchard Lake.
Eaglets.
4-4, all tied up.
And that was Sammy Van Stinkesty. So yes, they are sisters, her and Marion. And then the Capellers, they're triplets.
Isn't that amazing? Nice block at the net there.
Point. Eaglets.
So the Eaglets taking control again, up 5-4. Could you imagine having triplets?
No, I already share a birthday with my sister, and we're not twins, so I think 3 would be a little too many for me.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
What's the age difference?
3 years.
Wow, that's amazing. Just played there by North, trying to set it up. That one hammered in, point Orchard Lake, and they're on a roll right now, are these Eaglets. And it's starting with Lindsay Schwegman, the junior. She's been getting her going. There's a good look at the kid cam, getting the cam on the young ladies. Having fun today. This is what it's all about. You get here, it's a championship game. Heck yeah, have some fun. Block, tipped up, save though. Played back over. Another block at the net, another save, however, to Capeller. Another stop. How about this, Patty? Capeller again, too much that time.
Just a little long, but that's the defensive effort, the grit that you want to see from both teams. And sometimes it's all about just keeping it alive long enough for someone to make a mistake.
So let's see what the... Right back to Capeller. Let's see what the Mustangs can do with the point and, of course, the serve. That one too far. So it comes right back to the Eaglets. And it's going to be number 4, Avery Capeller, taking over here. Junior, 6'2". Boy, she's got those long arms, and that serve was a little too long as well.
Just a little long, and now giving it back to the Mustangs. They've struggled tonight to go on runs, to string more than 1 or 2 points together. Let's see if they can make a push here early on.
Serving this is Hannah. Boy, that one dropped, but it was a good save by Orchard Lake. I didn't see who that was that got over to get that, because that ball just dropped. Play at the line, good power at the net to get that point back for the Mustangs.
And that'll do it from Gardner, again, using the block. She's also a basketball player, and when I was talking with Coach, he told me that she has so much potential. She's good right now, but I can see her really elevating her game in years to come.
7-7 game, tip at the line, good job there, just to finesse that over. The Eaglets get the points there. That's Surowick, Michelle Surowick, the senior.
And Burnham was there too. It looked like she just hesitated for a split second, and in that moment, don't think, just do. You just got to go and attack the volleyball. Even if you're a defender, yes, we'll use that term, attack the volleyball.
Zoe Capeller gets this one, too far on that one. And we're all tied up again, 8-8 in this third set. Orchard Lake, St. Mary's up 2-0. At the net, knocked in, good dig, gonna get it back, trying to knock it in, nice save there by Schwegman, and just over point, Mustangs. They take the lead.
And so far, this is the best that the Mustangs have really looked throughout this set.
Lindberger with the serve here. Boy, that was a rocket. That was more like one of those self-defense plays, but it worked. Give credit to Caitlin Daubish there, the junior. That came in like a rocket at her.
Yeah, that's to throw up your hands and pray that it doesn't hit your face. But she did a really good job of controlling it, and you heard that their sideline was yelling out because it most definitely was going out of bounds. But she puts up a playable ball, and then they're able to just put it back over the net in a tricky situation for the Mustangs.
Kylie Weymouth now. to serve this one away. Good block at the line, just a little tip. Some athleticism to save that. Far side, and that's a big point. Coming over and getting that, Daubish. Caitlin Daubish, the 5'8" junior for the Eaglets.
Yeah, she did a good job, again, just going off the fingertips of the block, and that time it looked like Cassidy and Van Stinkesty had a little bit of a communication breakdown on who was digging the ball down the line.
Back over the net. Trying to set this up now are the Eaglets. Blocked, tipped over. Good volley here, both teams. Another opportunity, Daubish. Good dig to save that. Far side, no, just a little tip over, and that little tip worked. Lily Meyer. Sometimes that's all it takes, Patty. It's just that little over the net.
Just got to find the open spaces in zone 2. That tip over the block has been really effective for the Mustangs, and right now, Meyer, again, just really going to town with it and taking advantage. Great dig, by the way, from Burnham.
10-10 game. Boy, that was a rocket hit a mile in the air. Orchard Lake gets it over the net. Now trying to set that up, and it works. No, what a save, and Daubish with an opportunity now. Now it's Mustangs that have to return the favor. Daubish again with another play. Back to Daubish, nice.
Point, Eaglets.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Nice job by the Eaglets to get that point and serve back, Patty.
Great swing again from Donovan. She's done a really good job so far throughout tonight. Just carving around the block, finding the seam, taking big rips, and it pays off.
That one goes backwards. Boy, big play at the net. Can't save it.
Point, Eaglets.
Great play at the net. And the Eaglets take that 12-10 lead. Daubish set the serve it away again. Good dig. Keep that up in the air. Capeller, yeah. We've seen that a few times here today, huh?
And that's that zone 6 spot that's going to be open all the time in a rotational defense. And that is actually not on your defenders, but more on the block. It needs to be closed, so she can't hit into zone 6.
Daubish is going to serve it away. That one, an ace.
Point, Eaglets.
Boy, they're on a roll now, are these Eaglets. Daubish got things started to get the serve back with a big kill herself. And she's getting it done from the serve now. 14-10, Orchard Lake. Set up, boy, big stop again by Daubish. There's Capeller. This time the little tip doesn't work. There's a tip there, nice job. Lily Meyer with fingertips on it. The paintbrush, right?
That might not have been a paintbrush kill, but no, she's been really solid for them tonight. At this point, again, just keep feeding her. She's the one that's putting the ball away for you guys.
Capeller in the back. They have to play that over now. Trying to set this up. In. Good finish there. St. Mary's up 15-11 now in this third set. They took the first 2 sets. Looking to take this Cardinal Division Championship, the CHSL finals here at the Arena. So glad you could join us wherever you may be. Zoe Capeller going to serve this one away. Played to the net. Nice job. Hammering that home. My goodness gracious. That's Revere.
Great find by Revere. There was a seam in the block, and she was able to pick up on it, notice it, and just put the ball away.
She's only a sophomore. Capeller, she's a junior. Tip over the line. Played at the line. Nice job just tipping that ball down. Oh, Mustangs. I'm sorry.
Just
I thought
out of
that
bounds.
got line. My apologies.
Just out of bounds. Right idea, though. Right idea from Boss.
Mustangs trying to get this momentum going. That isn't going to do it. A couple of Eaglets there at the net to stop that one, and Schwegman is going to serve this one away.
Well, off the dump from Schwegman, Toby did a really good job of just staying in base until Schwegman releases, but obviously she didn't. She dumped it, but Toby was there to get the dig.
That one out of bounds. Another point for the Eaglets. Boy, if you remember, they went on a run the last time Schwegman was serving as well, Patty. Let's see if they can do it again. They took the first 2 sets in this one, and they lead 17-13 here. Played to the net, blocked at the net, tipped up, tipped over. Good save by Orchard Lake as they try to set something up now. Set up far side, block at the net. Mustangs stay alive. Deep. Capeller, too far.
Point, Mustangs.
So the Mustangs get one back and get the serve back as well.
Number 12.
That's going to be Kate Newmeyer, excuse me. 17-14. Eaglets on top. Play to the back. Capeller gets blocked at the net. She'll try it again. Too far. 17-15. Now the Mustangs with a little run, Patty.
A little bit of some momentum, a couple of errors from St. Mary's. Good blocking scheme from the Mustangs. They're going on a bit of a roll.
That one too far. A little too much sauce on that one, so Eaglets get the point and get the serve back. Let's see who goes back to take this. That's Anna Blasick, the junior. She comes in and she'll serve. Right to the net. Nice stop there by Schwegman. Far side now. Good dig to keep that alive. Boy, Schwegman again. I think they're saying, are they saying that was out, Patty?
Yeah, it touched the antenna,
Okay.
so yes, it was out.
I think Schwegman was the first one to make that call.
She was, yeah. She was making no mistake about it. She said, But honestly, I'm shocked that they allowed the call that late from the line judge.
19-15. You can hear the crowd making some noise right now. Long serve. Mustangs get it in. Orchard Lake to the net. Daubish didn't get it in. Point Mustangs.
That was close too, but she's been so good here tonight. Daubish just mixing up her shots, able to take shots down the line, getting the deep cross corner in there. And that one really just missed.
19-16, now that one out of bounds. So point goes to the Eaglets and the serve comes back to the Eaglets.
Number 14, Kayla Boss, back to serve.
Kayla Boss, the junior, going to serve this one away. That's into the net. They give it right back, Patty.
Just a little short.
2017 now.
Number 11, Lily Lineberger.
Lily
serve for the Mustangs.
Lineberger. Into the net.
Point, Eaglets.
21-17. Patty, is this a case 3 straight serves? Are arms getting tired? Is that a scenario? How do you describe it?
It's just all about your point of contact on the volleyball. That both of those, you're contacting the ball too low, and that's why you're seeing them go into the net. If they're out, it's usually because you're underneath the ball, or you're just simply putting way too much pace on it.
Right to the line. Daubish with a chance there. Gets it up and over. Boy, she's had a nice night as well. The junior, Caitlin Daubish, and they are up 22-17. Winners of the first 2 sets. Mustangs have fought hard here tonight. There's another block at the net. 23-17 now.
Nice closed block from the Eaglets, and they are really looking to close this one out here.
Kylie Weymouth. That's going to be an ace. 1 point away. Match point here. 24-17. The junior, Weymouth, serving this away. To the net. Too far. Eaglets win. Your final score here, the Eaglets come away with a 25-17 win to win 3-0. And Patty, they shake hands before the game and they shake hands after the game.
All about the good sportsmanship, but congrats to the Eaglets.
Amen to that. Congrats to the Eaglets. Timeout. Orchard Lake St. Mary's wins this Cardinal Division CHSL Championship 3-0 here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever because practice.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Welcome back into the arena where they are honoring Lutheran North. Give it up to the Mustangs. They battled hard today, but it's the Orchard Lake St. Mary's Eaglets coming away with a 3-0 victory over the Mustangs from Lutheran North. Always nice to see every one of these athletes being recognized here. Coach as well. Catholic Leaks, of course, does such a fantastic job in everything that they do. It is an honor and a privilege to be here watching this. And now we'll take a look at the Cardinal Division champions. And what a team they are. Lindsay Schweigman had a nice night here tonight, for sure. Zoe Capeller had her moments. Avery Capeller was a force for sure. No doubt about that. Look at all the smiles down there. Coach Ross Talbot, high-fiving his team, having a blast with his squad as well. Love to see every second of that, especially as Patty pointed out, to have an event like this at the arena, a D1 facility, is really a special thing. I think a great choice for the record by the Catholic League to do something like that, as they introduce each and every member of this team. And what a team they are, winning this one 3-0. Look at the kid cam over there and some of the crowd as well. And there's that Cardinal Division Championship trophy. And Coach Talbot brings it directly over to his team to celebrate. We'll throw it down to Patty in just a second, but I think everybody's going to take that picture. And you see this in sports all the time. You always have the picture where maybe the girls are sitting on the bench, the hockey players are sitting at a bench, the football. You know the one they remember? They remember that one, where everybody isn't sit perfectly. They're just all around each other, arm in arm, enjoying a moment. That's the one that they'll always remember. Oh, isn't that a great one? Great shot there. Pretty cool. Congratulations to those young ladies for getting the job done. We'll have an interview in just a moment downstairs as well. Patty Cesarini, who I am going to get her jersey retired, by the way. When all is said and done, I am going to get her jersey retired. The kid cam working its way in as well, as there's a lot of smiles and a lot of pictures being taken. All right, in just a moment, we'll throw it down to Patty with a very special guest. Patty, take it away.
Avery, as you guys are celebrating, you're hoisting up the trophy, you're getting your medals, you just won a league championship. How does this one feel?
It feels great. I think having Ross as our new coach and just having, building this team, our chemistry is so great, and I'm just so proud of everyone. Practice is so amazing. Everyone puts in so much effort, so it's super well deserved for everyone.
And you guys played a lot of out-of-system volleyball tonight, and as an outside, you're getting majority of those out-of-system sets. How are you just able to elevate your game, take it to a new level, and really execute on the out-of-system sets like you did here tonight?
Of course, yeah, and I think the sets, of course, they were great. I think swinging high hands, deep corners, we were really going for that one spot. I think Caitlin did a great job with that as well. So I think that really just helped us get those points.
And the road's not done yet. We're not done yet. Now we're going to start getting into playoffs, closing out this season. What are you most looking forward to after this championship win?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to competing against super high level for districts. We're really going to get back in the gym, get back to practice, really lock in focus for districts. So I'm excited for that.
Well, congratulations on the win. Go enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
Sean?
Oh, what a great kid, and best of luck to both these teams. No doubt about that. But today, Orchard Lake St. Mary's left no debate. They were a deserving Cardinal Division champion by 3 sets to none over the Mustangs from Lutheran North. Hey, a lot of thanks to throw out there. I want to thank the best crew in the business. I want to thank Patty Cesarini for carrying me all game. There's no doubt about that. Most importantly, I want to thank you for inviting us into your phones, your laptops, your tablets, whatever the case may be. Your Cardinal Division champions, the Orchard Lake St. Mary's Eaglets, knock off Lutheran North by a score of 3 sets to none. For everybody involved, my name is Sean Belegian saying so long for now from the O-Arena on the campus of Oakland University.
State Champs Game Time Live is presented by Lawrence Technological University. State Champs Game Time Live is also brought to you by the Michigan Elite Volleyball Academy, the Michigan Army National Guard, and the Michigan High School Athletic Association.